Hi, very good evening to all. My name is Bhavana and subject is Business Economics. This is for BBA students for first year, first semester. Up to now we discuss what are the importance of cost analysis in managerial decision making. While we want to take any decisions for the decision making, cost analysis is how it useful for us, for our business organization. Already we discussed. Next we are continuing our topic, that is cost classification. There are different types of cost based on our organization environment. There are different types of cost. Let's see here. There are several costs that a firm should consider under relevant circumstances. There are the several costs that a firm should consider under relevant circumstances. It is quite essential. There are the several costs that a firm should consider under relevant circumstances. While in the cost classification, while producing our product, we consider different terms. It is quite essential for a firm to understand the difference between various cost concepts for the purpose of production or business decision making. But we want to produce a product or we want to take a decision, we have to consider different terms. There are different types of the cost included in production. The following are the various cost concepts or types of cost. While we want to produce any product for the production, it involves so many different types of costs based on our circumstance and based on our environment. There are several costs that a firm should consider under relevant circumstance. It is quite essential for a firm to understand the difference between various cost concepts. It is little bit difficult by understanding different types of the cost. Almost there are 15 to 20 types of the cost. So each and everything we have to be discussed in a clear way. Let's see here. The following are the various cost concepts or types of cost. First, what is the actual cost? Actual cost is defined as the cost or expenditure which a firm incurs for producing or acquiring a goods or service. What is the actual cost? Actual cost is defined as the cost or expenditure which a firm incurs for producing or acquiring a goods or service. Example, in our organization we have to be produce a pen. For the production of the pen, our cost is 10 rupees. So complete actual, how much cost we require for the production of the pen, for raw material to finished product, we can say it is an actual cost. Actual cost is defined as the cost. You can say it is a cost or expenditure which a firm incurs for producing or acquiring a good. For the production or acquiring a good, how much cost, how much money we are spending for producing this particular product, we can say it is an actual cost. The actual cost or expenditures are recorded in books of accounts of a business unit. While considering in accounts point of view, the actual cost we incurred for the production of the particular good, we have to be recorded in the books. Actual cost are also called as outlay cost, absolute cost or acquisition cost. They have different names. That is, first is actual cost are also called as, we can say it is an outlay cost, absolute cost or acquisition cost. Example, cost of raw materials or wage bill, etc. What is actual cost? Suppose if any organization want to produce a product, for the production of the product, how much cost we are incurring, we can say that is an actual cost. There are different names of the actual cost, that is outlay cost, absolute cost or acquisition cost. For example, you can say cost of raw materials or wages bill. Suppose for the production of this product, I required some man as a labor, so I am paying money to them for their work. So we can say they are wages. All these are we have to be mentioned in our business unit, means we have to maintain our records. Then only we can sell our product with a profit. We can say it is an actual cost. Actual cost is nothing but while any organization want to produce a product, how much money they are spending on producing for the particular product, we can say that complete expenditure is called actual cost. Example, cost of raw materials, how much cost we are spending for purchasing of a raw materials, and also how much money we are paying for a labor, that is wages, etc. These are all comes under the actual cost. Next, what is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost is concerned with the cost of forgo opportunity or alternatives. Opportunity cost is nothing but suppose we have two projects, that is project A and project B. For we want to investment our capital in project A, we get profits 10,000. While we are investing our project B, we are getting 9,500. So we choose project A. Then opportunity cost is project B. Means the next best alternative cost, we can say it is an opportunity cost. In other words, it is the written form of the second best use of firm's resources. Means suppose our firm resources, our capital are using for the first project, but the next best alternative is project B. So project B cost, we can say it is an opportunity cost. When the firm forgoes in order to avail of the return from the best use of resources, opportunity cost is also called as alternative cost. We can say it is alternative cost. Suppose already we take a decision, the company want to investment in project A because the project A giving more profits than project B, but the project B is the second best alternative. We can say the second best alternative is an opportunity cost. Example, if a firm owns a land, there is no cost of using the land in the firm's account. Means in our business they have a land, but the land is not used for any purpose, but the firm has an opportunity cost of using the land, which is equal to the rent forego by not letting the land on rent. Means suppose the example meaning is our company has a land, but the land is not using for any purpose. What is the opportunity cost? The land is given letting from any other person for rent purpose. The rent, we can say it is an opportunity cost. So opportunity cost means the next best alternative, we can say it is an opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is concerned with the cost of forgo opportunity alternative. In other words, it is the return from the second best use of firm resources, which the firm forgoes in order to avail of the return from the best use of resources. From the best use of resources, what is our next best alternative? Opportunity cost is, you can say opportunity cost is also called as alternative cost. The another name for the opportunity cost is alternate cost. Example, if a firm owns a land, there is no cost of using the land in the firm's account. There is no cost. But the firm has an opportunity cost of using this land, which is equal to the rent forego, but not letting the land out of rent. Suppose if there is a land, the land is not using for any purpose, but if you want to give a rent on the land, we can say it is a next alternative. Next, sunk cost. What is the sunk cost? Sunk costs are those do not alter by varying the nature or level of business activity. Means sunk cost, there is no change when there is an increase in output or decrease in output. Sunk costs are those do not alter by varying the nature or level of business activity. Sunk costs are generally not taken into consideration in decision making. While we want to take any decisions, we didn't consider the sunk cost, as they do not vary with the changes in future. Maybe there is any changes in future. We know that every business organization will changes regularly. As there may be changes in future also, we don't consider the sunk cost. While in decision making also, sunk cost is not considerable. Sunk costs are also called as non-avoidable cost or non-escapable cost. We cannot avoid this cost and we cannot escape for this cost. So this is a sunk cost. Sunk cost means, sunk cost is the cost which incurred at the time of using of machinery, at the time of usage of building, then at the time we incur sunk cost. Based on the sunk cost, we are unable to take decisions and it is not considerable in decision making, and also changes in environment. If there is any change in environment or no change in environment, we have to pay the sunk cost. Let's see here. Example, amortization of past expenses like depreciation. Amortization expenses at the time of merging of the firm, liquidation of the firm, we incurred some expenses. We can say it is an amortization expenses, and also the depreciation. While the company is using a machinery for the production of goods, machinery lifespan will decreases every year, then we can incur depreciation. While in the accounting process, in calculation of accounting, so we reduce depreciation for every year. So for the depreciation, we are unable to reduce the cost. So while in sunk cost, based on sunk cost, no organization is unable to taking on decision. It is an unavoidable and unescapable. We cannot avoid the cost and we cannot escape from the cost. That type of cost is the sunk cost. Examples: depreciation, amortization expenses, etc. Sunk costs are those they do not alter by varying the nature or level of business activity. If there is any change in nature of the business or there is any change in level of output, whatever they may be, the sunk costs never changes. Sunk costs are generally not taken into consideration in decision making. While we want to take any decision, sunk cost is not considered, as they do not vary with the changes in future. There is no change. While there is any changes in future also, sunk cost doesn't vary. Sunk costs are also called as non-avoidable cost or non-escapable cost. We can say sunk costs are the non-avoidable, it is non-avoidable and it is not escapable cost. Amortization of past expenses like depreciation. Our next cost is incremental cost. Incremental costs are the additional to cost resulting from a change in nature or level of business activity. Actually, sunk cost does not affect the change in nature or level of output, but it is completely opposite to the sunk cost, that is incremental cost. Incremental costs are additional to the cost resulting from a change in nature and level of business activity. If there is any change in the business activity or if there is any change in nature, then incremental cost will incur. As these costs can be avoidable but not bringing any variation in the activity. These costs can be avoidable, but sunk cost cannot be avoidable and cannot be escapable. They are also called as avoidable cost or escapable cost. You can say incremental cost is completely opposite to the cost. Sunk cost is unavoidable and unescapable, but incremental cost is avoidable and escapable. Example: change in distribution channels, adding or deleting a product into the product line, replacing a machine, etc. Like if the organization want to change its nature or want to shift from one place to another place, we incur some cost. That cost we can say it is an incremental cost. While suppose we are running a business organization, for this business organization we are producing some products. For this products we have to adding the other product. For the addition of the product we incurred some expenses, so we can say it is an incremental expenses. It is avoidable. Without adding this product we are unable to incur these expenses, so we can say it is avoidable and escapable. While adding something only we incur these type of expenses, so we can say it is an incremental expenses based on increasing our product or increasing some technology only we incur these expenses. That only we can say it is an incremental expenses. It can be avoidable and it can be escapable. Incremental costs are additional to the cost resulting from a change in nature or level of business activity, as these costs can be avoided but not bringing any variation in the activity. If there is no change in the activity, these costs we can be easily avoided. They are also called as avoidable cost. We can say it is an avoidable cost or escapable cost. Change in distribution channels, adding or deleting a product in the product line, replacing means there is a replacing any mission, we are adding or deleting any product, or we are introducing a new product. These type of features any done in the industry, then incremental cost will incur. Today we discuss 4 types of cost. What are these? First is actual cost, and next is opportunity cost, and next is sunk cost, next is incremental cost. First, what is actual cost? If any organization want to produce a product, for that production of the product we incurred some expenditure, so for that expenditure we can say it is an actual product, actual cost. Next, opportunity cost. Opportunity cost means if an organization has 2 opportunities, opportunity 1 and opportunity 2, we choose for the opportunity 1, then next opportunity 2 is the next best alternate use, so we can say it is an opportunity cost. Means for utilizing these we are sacrificing that. The sacrificing cost we can say it is an opportunity cost. We can other name opportunity cost is also sacrificing cost or alternative cost, means the next best alternative which are used for our decision making, we can say it is an alternative cost. And next, sunk cost. Sunk cost means if there is any change in nature of the organization, or we are adding or deleting something, there is no change, it is unescapable and it is unavoidable. You can say these type of costs are the sunk cost. Suppose the organization want to introduce a new product or want to shift from one place to another, but there is no change in the sunk cost. And while if an organization want to take any decision, all these costs are consider while taking a decision, but sunk cost is unable to consider for taking a decision. That is example amortization expenses and depreciation. Next, incremental cost, completely opposite to the sunk cost. Incremental cost means if an organization want to increase their organization or want to adding any product for in already producing unit, at that time we incur some expenses. For this expenses we can say it is an incremental cost. Example, change in distribution channels, adding or deleting a particular product line, replacing a machine, etc. According to this, there are different types of cost. In next lecture we discuss all the different types of cost. I hope you understand this lecture up to now. If you have any doubts till today's lecture, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much.